and learned to sew as a young girl. She graduated from the Northeastern University with a mechanical engineering degree in 1985. She worked at Albany International Fabric Research Lab, Textron Defense System, and Coleman before shifting careers to motherhood and then artist. Maybe that's why Linda's quilts are not all your average quilts. Linda has been inspired by her grandmother, and she has never forgotten the lessons Grammy taught as fundamentals of sewing. Her love of math, art, sewing machines has combined nicely to allow her to free motion sew with grace and gusto. Linda is working on the engaging humor pathway L3 using descriptive language. Her talk is 5 to 7 minutes, as entitled Grammy Asked Me To. Let's welcome Linda Ramrath.
Tuesday morning, I'm driving to Grammy's house. I've been doing this for almost 10 years. It's about a 35-minute drive. And here we are. I get out of my car, grab an armload of quilts, go up the stairs to Grammy's Blue Dutch door, knock, turn the knob, let myself in. Grammy, I'm here. Usually Grammy's sitting right there in the sunroom and the Scrabble board's open, but not today. Something's different. I'm in the front room, Linda. Okay, Graham, I'll be right there. I go through the kitchen and dining room to the front room, put my quilts down on the red velvet couch and say, Grammy, you look great today. Now, Linda, I have something important to tell you. This is our last Tuesday together. I'm moving to a nursing home. Toastmasters and guests, have you ever been called into your boss's office of the best job you've ever had, only to find out they're letting you go? Back in my day, it was called getting a pink slip, and it's devastating. Grammy continued. Now, Linda, I want you to promise to do something for me. I want you to share your talent with the world. The fog was rolling into my brain. Share my talent with the world? I had no idea what was happening. Maybe I did show her the quilts that I brought with me. Like this free motion dragon. And this free motion marathon quilt. Sometimes I brought a big quilt with free motion on top, like this one. Then we probably played Scrabble. I boil some water and make some tea in our favorite mugs. Oh, tea with a moist cookie, my favorite. And then Grammy would go take a nap and I would drive home. This Tuesday, I was reminiscing about the time when I was in my foo-foo stage and I needed ruffles on everything, the collars, the cuffs, the plackets. Grammy taught me how to use a ruffler and feed all that fabric in and make all those ruffles. Then when I wanted the itsy bitsy teeny weeny bikini with that stretchy fabric, I needed a ballpoint needle. Then when I wanted to make a leather jacket, because everyone had one in high school, she taught me about the needle with the knife edge instead of a point. So it sliced the leather instead of poking the leather. I learned so much. Piping, cushions, drapes, clothing, then quilting. And I transformed from a traditional quilter to an art quilter. And she saw that transformation. Martha Stewart, move over. Linda Ramrath's in town. by the time I got home, I decided I'm going to throw myself the biggest party I've ever seen and you've ever seen, even bigger than the Super Bowl. It was a pity party. It lasted 2 weeks. I was in my jammies. I ate bonbons for breakfast. I ordered poo-poo platters for lunch. I even put wine in my water bottle as if I was hiding anything from my family. After 2 weeks, it was time to put my big girl pants on and either pick up my wheelbarrow full of ghosts and regrets and go out to the gardens and force those flowers to bloom bigger. Or I could pick up the phone and try to share my talent with the world, a little bit of the world. I decided to call the senior center in Holliston. Made an appointment with the activities director. Then I put 2 giant bags full of quilts in my car and we went down to the senior center. I pulled out quilt after quilt after quilt from both bags until the bags were empty. And you know what? They hired me. I got a job. Tuesday mornings, I was quilting with the seniors and I quilted at neighboring towns too. 2 months after that, I called the Holliston Cable Access television station. I said, I'd like to produce a television show, A Quilter's Touch. They said, come on down. We'll teach you how to white balance a camera, write a script, use a teleprompter, and the Avid editing system. That was great. For 6 years, I produced 40 television shows. A Quilter's Touch. Maybe I was touched at my pity party by an angel. Have you ever been given a proverbial pink slip? Have you heard that phrase, when a door closes, a window opens? Change is, don't jump out of that window. Change is hard, but there's so many ways to connect with the world now. There's TikTok and Facebook and YouTube. It's a lot easier today. But wait, there's more. The complete story of my transformation is now captured in this book, From Stitches to Smiles, which I self-published and is available on Amazon.com for a short time. It has 20 lessons, 7 steps, and 27 photos of my personal quilt collection. Free motion quilting is like riding a roller coaster. You go left and you go right and you go up and down, but you don't end where you start. You end somewhere else and then make another design decision. I'm so thankful for my grandmother's time, talent, wisdom, and encouragement. And I want to ask you, do you have someone who's closed your doors on one activity in order to find a window to help you grow? If you have, we're the lucky ones. If you haven't, as Dr. Meredith Grey from Grey's Anatomy says, everyone has a person. If you haven't found yours yet, keep looking. But because Grammy wants you to share your talent with the world too.
Well, thank you so much for that wonderful presentation. Now, moving right along into our next